Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Word on Wednesday. Before we begin, let us thank God for being with us today. Whoever we are, wherever we are, and whatever's happening, God is right here beside us with His love and His peace. Last Sunday, we looked at a reading from John's Gospel, the very first few verses of the book, where the author was explaining how Jesus was sent to bring life and light to all people. Further into that passage, we saw how God sent a man called John, and his purpose was to share what he knew about the light, to tell everyone that Jesus was the light, and Jesus would bring light and life to all who believed in him. So that got me thinking about how we feel when we discover something new, about how we want to share that information with other people. And with the theme of light, it made me think about lightbulb moments. People often talk about having a lightbulb moment when they suddenly realise something or they work something out. It might be something small, it might be something big. But once we experience a lightbulb moment, we often feel really excited about it and we want to share it with other people. Sometimes, though, we learn things over a period of time, and it's more like a dimmer switch being turned on gradually instead of that lightbulb moment. So I wonder if you can think of any lightbulb moments. I can remember when I was learning to drive and I really struggled to understand how to feed the wheel, as my instructor called it, instead of crossing my hands when I was driving over the steering wheel. But then suddenly I got it. I had that lightbulb moment. The rest of learning to drive seemed to happen gradually. I can't really remember a particular moment where I could switch the headlamps on or brake properly. It was more of a gradual process, picking up the various bits and pieces. But once I'd passed my test and I could drive, I wanted to share that good news with everybody. And once a light is switched on, whether it's by one flick of a switch, or whether it's the steady turning on of a dimmer switch, we see that light illuminated. These lightbulb moments, or dimmer switch journeys, got me thinking about faith and our relationship with God, and how when we believe in Jesus, we see his light shining in our lives. He brings light into our darkness. For some people, they come to faith by having that lightbulb moment. They suddenly realise they believe in God, something happens, they feel inspired, and they can pinpoint an exact moment when they become a Christian. For others, it doesn't happen in a flash. It's more like the dimmer switch, being turned on slowly, and their journey to faith is much more of a steady realisation. They can't pinpoint an exact moment, and they learn things about God and their faith over a period of time. However people find out about God and begin to have a relationship with him, they begin to see Jesus' light shining in their lives. And then they often want to share that lightbulb moment or their dimmer switch journey of faith with other people. Thinking about our reading again, John shared his understanding of Jesus with everyone. His task was to share his knowledge of Jesus and how if you believed in Jesus, he would bring you light and life. I wonder if your journey to faith and believing in God was a lightbulb moment, or whether it's been a steady journey, or perhaps your dimmer switch is still just being turned on. Wherever we are on our journey, the good news is that Jesus is always there at the flick of a switch to bring his light into our darkness. Whoever we are, wherever we are, and no matter how dark it feels, Jesus' light is there for us. He wants to shine his light in every corner of our lives. So, as we go through this week, Jesus wants us to reach out for his light switch He wants to bring his light into our lives. Let us invite Jesus into our lives and be excited to share that good news and Jesus' light with other people. I hope you have a good week and see you soon.